So for financial advisors, no, for financial advisors like you, it's important for you to know ano yung tamang way to really present to your clients. Diba? So what we're doing actually is we're not just selling insurance. We are really doing financial planning to our clients. So dun pa lang sa mindset na yon, it should separate you from the rest of the financial advisors out there na pupunta sa client, meron na kagad proposal, ganyan. Or alam mo yon, meron na kagad product in mind to sell. Alam natin during this pandemic, we would like to really approach using Guardian or term insurance, ganon. But it's also important if we know ano talaga yung best needs nila. So, first and foremost, what I do sa simula pa lang, again, I have a separate video for this, pero dadaanan din natin briefly ngayon, what we call framing. No? If you frame natin yung clients natin on what will happen, o ano yung nangyayari talaga pagdating sa presentation. So, usually, I use this metaphor of point A and point B. Na nandito ka ngayon sa point A, tapos si client mo, gusto pumunta ng point B. No? So, he or she is standing on this cliff, nakatingin siya dun sa goals niya, or kung hindi niya alam yung goals niya, kailangan natin silang tulungan para malaman yung goals niya. Or minsan alam naman niya, pero hindi clear sa mind niya kung ano yung gusto niya mangyari. So, we do that by asking them questions, helping them clarify their goals. So, lagi natin sinasabi, merong point A and point B. No, ako, I always say this, especially if I have a lot of time, or at least at the back of my mind, this is my job. My job is to help my clients find the gap in between. Also, maganda rin yan kasi it will help you also sell. Pag nakita mong may gap, you'll be more confident that what you're offering is talagang kailangan ni client mo. So, hindi ka ngayon magdududa, di ba? And then, of course, again, we say to our clients that our role is to help them reach their goals. So, paano nila malalaman o ma-achieve yung goals nila? Kailangan mo munang malaman kung ano yung goals nila para matulungan mo sila, di ba? Minsan din, hindi nila alam kung ano talaga yung dapat maging goal. So, part of our role as a financial advisor is to really guide them and ask them, ano ba yung goal nila sa buhay or in terms of financial planning. And then, also, one of the things or strategies that we do is also we ask permission. Di ba? We ask permission to ask questions. Sabihin mo, the best way I can help you is by asking you questions. Di ba? So, kasi minsan, di ba, may mga tao, maybe they may feel off or not comfortable sharing data about their finances, like sweldo nila, savings nila, di ba? Ano yung mga investments nila, may insurance ba sila. So, in order for us to really set the tone, maganda, we ask them, okay lang ba, I will ask you questions kasi that will be the best way to serve you. Okay, so after that, we go to the proper financial planning process. In my previous training, usually I always share that there's 4 types of financial planning or 4 major goals in financial planning, or what we call the 4 pillars of financial planning. For an online presentation, especially during the pandemic, I included one more. So parang naging 5 major goals siya, but it's practically the same. Sinama ko lang yung savings and safety fund. So in this part, when I'm with my clients, okay na, nasabi ko na, na-frame ko na, no? Kasi important yun. Okay, I wanna know your goals. I wanna know where you are right now so that I can help you. No, para lang yang doctor. We are financial doctors. We give diagnosis. We know their state by asking questions. So now, magpe-present ako dito briefly lang. Kung sa face-to-face, we usually go on a longer process wherein step-by-step talaga, tapos tinatanong natin, we ask a lot of questions. In terms of online, what I highly recommend is daanan mo muna briefly yung goals, yung major financial goals na binabanggit, and then tsaka mo lang tatanungin ano yung priority niya today. So let me run through you. No, I always say that these are the 5 major financial goals that we have as a person. Lahat tayo, important tong mga to. And the first thing or first goal when you, in terms of financial planning, malagi mong i-highlight in terms of financial planning. Kasi marami pang ibang goals di ba, sa buhay, like career goals, or probably may bumabiling kotse, di ba? But iba yun iba yung financial planning. So in terms of financial planning, the first goal is having savings or safety fund. So very important yung topic na yan ngayon kasi nga pwedeng maubos yung savings, or yun nga, maybe in the past, hindi sila nakapag-ipong maigi. So, noong nagka-pandemic, naapektuhan talaga yung kung wala silang safety fund. So, important that we teach this to them. Yun. So, saving and safety fund, ito yung first major goal. But when I talk about savings, this is a very important line. When I talk about savings, we are talking about mga 10 years onwards. So this is long-term savings. After that is income replacement. Bakit important yun? If you're a breadwinner, umaasa sa'yo yung family mo, di ba? So when something happens to you or to the insured, to the person, mawawala yung income. So kailangan natin ng kapalit nun. So especially if you're a breadwinner, I believe you can relate. So you need income replacement, and that can be funded through life insurance. Number 3 is health fund. Diba? Bakit important yung health fund? This is the point where you can ask your client, meron ka bang savings? Kung meron kang savings, pag nagkaroon ng sakit, pwedeng maggastos yun, maubos. Kung walang savings, pwedeng mangutang. Baka mangutang pa yung kailangan. Or if you have properties, you have to sell. No, kung medyo malaking gastos your health. So it's important that you have a separate health fund para yun muna yung nagsisilbing buffer before magastos yung mga inipon mo. No, ganun ka-important yung health fund. Next is education funding. If you have a son or a daughter, if you have kids, then probably it's important for you talaga na mag-prepare din for education. Kung wala pa, pero gusto mong magkaroon ng kids in the future, then magiging part din to ng goal mo. So at this point, you can see that what I'm sharing with you is not just for today. This is really for your lifetime. That's my commitment to you as a financial advisor. Yun yung isa sa major lines na binibitawan ko that probably can separate me and can separate you from the rest of the pack. No, dito pala binebenta mo na yung service mo for a very long time. And people like that, serious clients like that, diba? So, ayan, may-mention mo yun, ganun. Important yung education, part of the goal yan kung gusto mo magkaroon ng mga anak. And then last but not the least is of course retirement. So meaning, ang financial planning pala is from today hanggang magkaroon ka ng family, magkaanak ka, hanggang mag-retire ka, kasama yun. So I want to be with you every step of the way. So this is not just a one-time thing na magbebenta lang ako sa inyo ng product. Do you like that? You can ask your client, do you like that? No, alam mo ba, another thing in terms of retirement, when you want to prepare for retirement, you should be preparing at least 20 years before retirement. Para daw ma-enjoy mo yung another 20 years of your life when you're retired. So parang 20-20 rule, that's what we call it. No, kunyari magre-retire ka at age 50, at age 30 pa lang, dapat nag-iipon ka na for retirement para unti-unti siya. And then from 50 to 70, you have money to enjoy for retirement. There should be a separate fund for that. No, may separate fund. That's a very important term, separate fund. So at this point, pag nadaanan ko na siya briefly yung 5 na yon, then I ask the client, so for today, ano yung priority mo? Savings, long-term savings ba, income replacement, health fund, education, and retirement. At this point, I can even stop the slides, liitan ko yan ng ganyan, tapos pwede ko makita yung mga clients ko, di ba? Pwede kami mag-usap. Tapos pag nakapili na siya, no, so din yun, sabihin niya, ang priority ko ngayon, healthcare funding or health fund. Then that's the time that I will ask, bakit? No, bakit important yun sa'yo? Why is it important to ask your client bakit? So again, these are the things that even matagal mo nang ginagawa to can be really valuable to you. Bakit important yun to ask your client? Bakit important to sa'yo? I have this strategy that I call automatic close. No, so meaning si client yung nagko-close sa sarili niya. No, so instead of you salita ka ng salita, sales talk ka ng sales talk, the most effective way is to get the words out of your client's mouth. Parang ganun. Sabi nga nila, no wonder yung isda nga nahuhuli sa sariling bibig. Diba? So, ganun talaga eh. If you really wanna catch a fish, kailangan mo silang hulihin sa sariling bibig. I like that metaphor, no? Kasi you really have to ask your clients instead of you just talking, and manghuhula ka, ano yung gusto niya, ano yung makaka-relate sa kanya. Hindi. Lagi ako, when I am in front of a client, I'm always in a blank state. I don't know about you, but I want to know about you. So those are some of the things that can make you really confident when it comes to any client. Of course, you need some preparation. Kunyari, nirefer sa'yo yung kliyente, maybe you can do some background check. Ano yung work niya, di ba? Ano yung interest sa kanya. But still, you cannot assume. So instead of assuming, I will just ask questions to my client. So one of the one of the most powerful things in terms of presentation is asking the right questions. Right? So what can you say about that? You can type in a comment below no, kung ano yung gusto nyo, ano yung nagustuhan nyo dun sa presentation.